I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like a CompuBox Academy crowd, and they are vocal here tonight. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Teofimo Lopez. He's 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 174 centimeters. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound. The takeover, Teofimo Lopez tries to be entertaining both in and out of the ring. And boy, is he talented, a two-division world champion. Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York in the United States.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. The straight right just misses. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Good straight to the body. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. One punch could change everything in this battle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Misses with the jab. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Smart defense early, trying to withstand this barrage. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance without...
There's the bell for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And shoot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. Not sure why he's not using his reach advantage.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Swing and a miss with the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Now I'm gonna get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. There's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Missing with that right hook. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That punch misses completely. Missing with the hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. And he scores. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab doesn't score. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side. Really need. Very beautifully, very alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really need. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. So alive. Come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate in the vein of gang violence meets the gang's
It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was...
Here comes the... He is the greatest of all.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. The courage on display here is incredible. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
The right hook misses. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. This fight has a real good flow to it. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
Yes, I like that.
On to the second round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Misses with the jab. punch and shoot. Tried to score with a jab. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Just misses with that jab. Fantastic punch. Do you believe this? Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Swing and a miss with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Punch, counter punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rain's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events, I would practice, but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like you can't shout. I'm getting even.
Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys, yeah. Ain't no time, we already on the way. Better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's